Apparently, it looks like Wardi is letting us know some stats here. This is the first time a Zerg player has gone to the finals since October. I was curious about that as well. So we've broken the curse. Let's go. The first time we've had a Zerg player in the finals of WardiTV Monday in 8 months. No shot. In 8 months, papi. Let's go. Let's go. We made it. I'll buy you lunch. Keep. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our French Terran player. We have our blue Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player, the red Zerg player himself, representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. And again, this marks a momentous occasion. This marks a new milestone in the history of WardiTV Monday. As was just stated, we have not had a Zerg player in the finals of a WardiTV Monday since October of last year. It's been 8 months. It's been 8 months, papi, but the curse has been broken. Zerg exists in StarCraft. It's crazy. But yes, I was going to say, I think the last Zerg player in the finals back in October, I think that would have been Shin, right? That must have been Shin. Let's find out. Hold on. We had the technology. WardiTV Mondays. I'll say that opener. Oh, I say that, sorry. It's going to be 15-15. So, hatch pool opener. Delayed gas out of Solar. Interesting. But let's see here. So, back in October. Yeah, it was Shin. So, fun fact. So this is the first time that we're getting a Zerg player in the finals in this year, 2025. This is the second time in the history of WardiTV Monday. Like, the last time in October was the only time. That was the only time we've had a Zerg player in the finals. So this marks the second time. We've made it. The second time. Ah, crazy. Zerg exists. It's beautiful. Can we get more than 3 games? I hope so. I hope so. Raxus Band, standard opener here out of Clem. Meanwhile, Solar, again, going for a gasless opener, going into a faster third base. This is... this is risky. This is so risky to do against Clem. We'll get into it. So far, a bit of a pause. Hopefully, everything's okay. It's been years. It's literally been almost a year. Almost a year. Aye. Oh, looks like we had a bit of a hockey issue. But when it comes to the build itself, so going gasless like this can be really risky. It's typically reserved for some of these larger maps where you can get away with this and you can be secure. On a smaller map like Ultra Love, I'll be honest, this is crazy. Like, this is a really bold move here by Solar. One drone does go down. Nice start for Clem. Basically, with this opener, link speed is going to be delayed to the point where we most likely will skip it and just open up Roach. We might just open up Roach here, wall up here on 2 base, or wall up at the natural. Secure ourselves and get into a Roach Ravager start. The problem, though, is that with an opener like this, because no link speed, you are so vulnerable to Hellion dives and to Hellion aggression. Now, thankfully, third CC. Third CC before Starports. Clem, he does not scout. He fails to recognize what's going on, so he won't punish. He's going for a 3cc 2-on-1. Very light on Hellions. This is quite fortunate. This is quite fortunate for Solar, as there's only going to be at most 4 Hellions. Clem pokes in. Clem is deflected. Is denied. Now, this 3cc 2-on-1 can still hit quite hard and can still threaten the third. We'll see if Solar can hold onto it, can defend. Interesting. Now, I assumed we were going to go up to 4 Hellions and add-on swap. We're going up to 2 Hellions and then add-on swap. So a very light Hellion commitment here. Only 2. With this, Clem won't really have much of a map presence. Caribbean. As Reaper does hit the main. Does hit it towards the main. Oh. Doesn't quite get the drone. And so far, I believe, yeah, should have seen, yeah, does see the gases. Or does see the gas mining. Ling speed is on the way. We are getting to +1 carapace. Okay, so Solar, he's responding with not roaches, but he's going into Ling Bane. This is a bold move considering how late the gases and late Ling speed is, but thankfully, without many Hellions, there's no punish. So Clem does not punish the greed of Solar. Solar gets away with it. So far, so good. Catches the Overlord. Oh, that does supply block. 3 Overlords in production. Clem now moving out. Does move out, stemming in. So far, the queens are holding on. So far, so good. And we're just building up towards that later timing. Building up towards 1-1 upgrades. Getting into a 5-rack setup. For now, just poking in. Solar, he's holding his own. Ooh, as he will lose another Overlord, and likewise Lings, they should get us around, and they will force a pickup. Saves the 4th, not bad. Solid, he's holding on. Saves the 4th base. Do you see what I see? I see 2 more Raxes. 2 more Raxes on the way behind this. And we're still waiting for an extra pair of Raxes. Not yet. We're getting there. Basically, especially on Ultra, I'm expecting an A-Rax, alright? I'm expecting a 3-base all-in out of Clem. Never mind, second factory. He's taking his gases. Yeah, he's taking his gases. We are taking up. We are macroing. Okay. So Clem, he does not A-Rax. Gases are being taken. Second factory is on the way. This will lead into a 4th CC. So we're building up into a longer game. Which means Solar, he will get away with his tech. What tech? Infestation bit. Infestation bit into Hive tech in towards Ultras. Solar, he's getting there. He's almost there. And again, Clem has been quite passive. What I mean by that, only poking with Overlords, or sorry, with Droplords. Droplords? With drops. He's been keeping his main army back at home. Oh, also, my apologies. I was engrossed in the chicken talk earlier. If you're in the chat, it's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Just like in the chat. I do apologize. Just distracted by all the chicken. No. Oh. You are dropping into the main. Does drop in. Oh, now I assumed it was going to be Ultra Tech, but now we have the Hydroden. This tells us that Solar is working towards Lurkers instead. Or at least he should. Otherwise, no reason for the Hydroden. So the Lunkers are on the horizon. As we mentioned before, when we saw the gas guys, our 4th CC is almost done. Clem is taking a 4th. Can we gamble on if chicken gets chicken by tomorrow afternoon? No. I had chicken today, Papi. I had chicken today. Had some El Janas. It's very wholesome. It's wholesome. I'm full of chicken. Too much, Argu. Too much. Oh. That's so far nice cleanup. Solar catches out the main, or catches out the drop. May not be moving in. Solar in position. Again, Solar just buying time. Vipers are on the way. No Lurker Den yet. He does have the Hive though. Hive is ready. Solar collapsing in. Just the one tank. Will go down. So far, solid cleanup here from Solar. Forces back the main army. And again, Clem just only now being active on the map. He's given Solar just so much breathing room. Solar happily droning. There's that lurker den now on the way. It's a little bit later here, but Solar just he was just being safe, just being secure. That's fancy and rich. It's like it's takeout food. True. Oh. Right, it's going up. Not cheap takeout? Kind of. I mean, kind of. It is a little bit more pricier than like KFC, for example. Yeah, for sure. A little bit more. Now Clem is going to be shut down. Oh. And again, Solar, he's going to his final form. Like, it was all about defending, surviving until Ultra Tech, and we're there. We've gone into Ultras. Have built up. Sorry, I keep saying Ultras. Lankers, baby, Lankers. God. My mind elsewhere. Rolling in. Oh my god, brutal mind connections though. Ay. Yeah, Solar getting a little bit too excited, has to calm down. From here, it backs the hell up. Clem does defend. Lurker upgrades are done. At least Lurker range. As the mine shots are brutal. And mine shots have been popping up. Oof. Catching up the army. Does catch him out. Surrounds the ghost. Nice cleanup. Solar collapsing on Clem. Takes down some full medivacs as well. There's power bombs. Ay. Solar cleaning everything up. As he does overextend for a moment, but from here he can just back off, and now would be the time. Riser on Solar. Show us the morph impact. Bathing run by on the way. Solar building up more Link Pain. And again, unlike in typical Clem games here in ZVT, just has had no momentum this entire game. Again, he was just really passive early on. Solar got away with a bunch of greed. Decent bathing run by. Takes down the SCVs. And again, Clem just has no map presence. Coming for this round, catching out more ghosts. Busting towards the mineral line. Oh, the brutal mine connection. The mines have been very efficient, true. The value has been there. That was what? That was 4 more ghosts going down. And these have been expensive losses for Clem. Very expensive. From here, establishing his 5th. Now, what I will say is that Solar, he has been out trading Clem, straight up. He's been out trading him for quite some time, and now here comes the morphin of Lunkers. But Clem is now stabilizing on 5 bases. Like, Clem is also maxed out. He now has a decent base count. He has a decent economy. That momentum that we spoke about has been in favor of Solar for most of this game, but that may soon change here. Base goes down. The creep is at the halfway mark. Solar trying to push in, but he just cannot, not into all these ghosts. Meanwhile, Clem, he hasn't gone to Liberators yet. As he's behind in that tech. Here comes that fusion core. Nice snipes. Ducks 1, Ducks 2. Takes down the ghost. And from here, Solar, he's gaining ground, getting to the mineral line. Yeah, the base is going to fall. If he can take down the third, he can take down the fifth. Like, the fifth base is so isolated, so exposed. And Clem just kind of push into this, not into all these lurkers. Yeah, the lunkers do zone away. Lunkers are zoning. The Jock does drag Solo all the way back home. Does drag him back. Clem is in a precarious position. He should not be here. He has to get out. Has to pull away. He was so close to getting surrounded. Nice snipes. Nice snipes on the lurkers. Trades well against the Lings. Does trade well. Meanwhile, the fifth base did survive. I'm still very much so in this. He's yet to get into any Liberators. He does have the fusion core, but alas, still needs more time. Now, one of these days, I'll remember what the name of this upgrade is. One day. But like, I keep learning it and then forgetting. It's just so rare that we cast TvZs. It's so rare, man. The Monarch upgrade? Yeah, the Monarch upgrade. There it is. Caduceus Reactor. There you go. Beyond that Fungal. Fungal pops up. Likewise, catching out all the ghosts as well. Yeah, Clem just caught with his pants down completely. Once again, Clem is cleaned up, and once again, Solar can overwhelm. From here, he can push towards the bases. Is running out of some of that Ling Bane. Needs more reinforcements. Is on the way. That's EMP. EMP on the Infestors. Solo playing it safe. Backs up. Caduceus Reactor. Yeah, it was on screen. It was on screen. It's on the right. We were just waiting for it to show. Again, Solar, he does it well. Even if he loses this army, he can just remax, rebuild. And GG gets called. Solar, he will pop up. He will take game number 1. He will take a lead in the series. GG. Whew. GG, well played. And again, Clem, uncharacteristically passive here. Like, I was very, very much so shocked when it came to the openers. I mean, winding it back, if you remember, Solo went for a very greedy build. He did open up Gasless, and I guess we should give credit to the Queens early on. As a reminder, the Queens, they denied the scout. Clem, he never saw the opener. He never saw how greedy Solo was being. As a result, he went for a later timing, went for a 3cc 2-on-1. Typically, historically, whenever Clem confirms something like a gasless opener, what does he do? He doubles down. He goes into a 1-1-1 opener. He goes up to 8 Hellions with Banshee. He commits and he breaks the Zerg player time and time again. We saw that last year between Serral and Clem, where Serral would attempt to open up gasless and would be punished so often against Clem. But here, there was no confirmation. There was no scouting. The scouting was denied, and as a result, Solo got away with it. He got away with a very greedy start to the game, and with that, again, Clem, he also followed it up not with an 8-racks, he followed it up with a 4th CC, with a 5-rack setup into gases, into a second factory. It was a much more slower, much more tamer style here from Clem. And Solo, he got away with a lot. Got away with a lot of greed, got away with map control. GG. GG, well played. And we'll see if the trend continues coming into game 2, or if we do shift gears, as we're jumping into Magnatha, the largest map in the map pool. Let's go. Let us go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Magnatha, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid down in the series. And we'll see if he can bounce back. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Zerg player representing Team Falcons. It is Solar, leading the series 1-0. Once again, going for a 15 hatchery. Now, last game was a 15-15. And we'll see if he delays his gas geyser again. Doesn't look to be the case. Meanwhile, standard opener out of Clem. Racks expand. Here we're droning, we're calming down. We're settling in. But now my eyes are going to be on Solar. Rumors say after EWC, the future of StarCraft is unsecure. I think Kura has a better response there. The future of StarCraft is in the hands of the community, 100%. That's why I was saying previously how, like, right now, events like RSL are that much more important. Crowdfunding is that much more important as well. So we have events like RSL, KSL, R tournaments, Euthermals tournaments. Like, there's a lot of crowdfunding going on. There's a lot of community-run tournaments. That's what it will come down to. Speaking of, RSL does begin this week. The RSL group stage begins, I think, tomorrow or the day after. So, big week here for StarCraft in regards to RSL. So, yes, this is an important year. An important year for StarCraft when it comes to like kind of supporting community events and running community tournaments as well. Like this, hey, I was talking about RSL, but you know, WardiTV Mondays, Sparkling Tuna Cup, Monday Night Weeklies, Pegasaur Mondays. Home Story Cup. For sure. So it's an important year. What does RSL stand for? Revival StarCraft League. The Revival StarCraft League. Not to be confused with Revival the player, which is what I thought it was about when it was first announced. If you recall during the podcast, I was like, Revival, he's back? I was like, no. Tournament back. Behind the store base is being taken. Solo going for a more standard gas timing this time. So hatch gas pool, standard opener. Going for a third. Likewise, Clem going 3CC 111. This time he's not going for that second Rax this time. He is adjusting his build. Going for something more standard this time. As we load into the largest map of the map pool, welcome to Magnatha. Because the map is so large, we often do get longer games on this map as well. I would say that A-Raxes are a little bit weaker here on Magnatha. So we'll see how aggressive Clem plans on being here. But now we can lock in. Behind this, work towards Cloak. 2 more Rax is going to be on the way. Just a standard setup here from Clem. Moving out with his Hellions, moving out with his Banshees. Just catching up in the chat. So from here, again, we're having a bit of a slower start. Which is, again, what we expect here on Maganatha. We're just slowly getting a 4th base, saturating our bases. Hellions, their goal here is just to deny creep. There's no real opportunity to dive into a mineral line. If one presents itself, then I'm sure Clem will go for it. But outside of that, just poking and prodding. Solar, this time going into a much faster Hydra Den. Okay, and rushing into +1 range. Now, if you recall, we saw this earlier this day, or earlier in this broadcast, in this tournament. I just thought that Solar was having fun. So, if you're curious as to what's happening here, Solar, he went lair first. He went lair first, double Eva chamber into +1 range, not into roaches, +1 range into Hydra Den, which does get scattered. But the goal, if you recall, he did this against Percival. We covered this earlier today. Did the same build against Percival. The goal here is to rush into what? Into Hydras and rush into Lurker Tech. So rush into Lurkers as quickly as possible. Yep, there it is. Infestation Bit into Hive into Lurkers. So this is really risky. The reason for this is because no Banelings. It's purely Ling Hydra. Hydras are very expensive. Hydras are very fragile. And if Clem is active and aggressive, he can punish this. If you recall against Percival, Solar had a hard time. He did beat Percival in the end, but Percival did a great job at punishing the Hydras, at trading, and making it a messy game. Assuming that Clem is also active. I mentioned previously in game number 1, Clem was very passive. He was very passive last game. It took him a long time to really gain much map presence. Here, moving out with a double drop. Does take a gas geyser. He is building up to Araxes, that is true. The gas geyser here is throwing me off a little bit. Typically, you don't take a gas at the 3rd. But Clem, he might just commit. Ling Hydra coming from behind. Infestors will only help defend. Let's go. Getting a safety Infestors. It's building up. And looks like Clem, he is all-inning. Okay, so he's going for a 3-way all-in. He's going for the 8 racks. The extra gas is just for +2. Nice Fungal. Fungal does connect. And again, it's all or nothing for Clem. Does catch the Infestor. Does catch the Hydras as well. We spoke about it. There's no Banelings. There's slow Banes to defend, I should say. And I don't think that's going to be enough. Like, this should kill Solar. As Solo is cutting a lot of corners to rush into Hive, to rush into Lurkers. Here we go, we have the slow Banelings. Outside of a solid Fungal. Fungal is coming in. Oh, does connect. Fungal connects, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We just tank the Fungal. Marines, they stim in, and Solar, he is being broken. Banelings will be finishing up just now. Banelings do not connect, and without Banelings, there's no defense. There's no defense. Marines, they stim on forward. Oh, tanks moving in. Again, pure Hydra to defend. Oh, God. Fighting within range of the tanks. And again, Clem's just rallying. He's just rallying across. Again, this is a 3-way all-in. And he has a broken Solar. Again, this was a very risky build. Very risky. To rush into Ultras in such a way. Sorry, I keep saying Ultra. I don't know why. To rush into Lurkers in such a way. As the Lurker Den is about to finish just as the base is broken. Once again, we land a Fungal. But there are no Banelings. Clem's still just stimming in. Oh. Getting us over the army. And there is no defense here for Solar. Not anymore. It was a cheeky build, a risky build, but GG gets called. And Clem, he will overwhelm. He will take game number 2. GG. GG, well played. And fun fact, this is the build that I expected out of Clem in game 1. So Clem, he went for an 8 racks, he went for an 8 racks 3-base all-in, which is ideal to try to punish greed. Game 1, Solo got away with greed. He got away with so much greed in game 1. Here in game 2, he attempted to do the same. I don't blame him on Maganatha, of course. But Clem, he did scout. He did see the early Hydrogen, and he did commit. And we saw that Solo, he just couldn't really hold on there. Bathing speed was delayed, intentionally so. It's part of the build to delay bathing speed. Did have some infestors, did have some decent fungals, but there was no follow-up. There was no army. It was just Lynx and Hydras, and it just melts against Mass Marine Tank. GG. GG, well played. Again, if Clem wasn't as aggressive as he was, then we would have seen Solo get away with the Hive and get away with the Lurkers. He would have gone out of hand and gotten out of control if he had gotten away with that greed. GG. GG, well played. With that, the series is tied up, and we're getting into game number 3. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid, forced into a tie-up series. And does force a tie-up series here, and momentum is on his side. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player. We have the South Korean Zerg representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. We go. Had chicken during the cast. Let's go. Esther Kurtz in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Now we are settling in. And again, I was really shocked to see Solo do that build again. As a reminder, he did it against Percival, but I thought he was just, you know, maybe practicing some builds, maybe, you know, trying some things out and testing them out against a player of the caliber of Percival. To do it against Clem, it was a bold move. And again, builds like that should not necessarily work as long as they get scouted, right? I guess the hope is that if Clem is, if he fails to scout, if he fails to confirm what's going on, if Clem is too passive, then Solo can get out of hand. Meanwhile, interesting. Hatch pool opener. Once again, delayed gases. Once again, Solo's cutting corners. I guess that against a player like Clem, we do have to cut these corners. We do have to do something different, something cheeky. So far, every game, we've had a very intentional build out of Solar, both Game 1 and Game 2. And this looks like the same setup that we had in Game 1. Gasless opener, gasless start. And in Game 1, if you recall, Clem, he did allow Solo to get away with this. This time, we'll see if he can scout. I say did allow to. As a reminder, Clem, he tried to scout, but the Queens did deny him, right? They denied the scout at the natural and in the main base, so Clem didn't know what was happening. We'll see if he can figure it out this time. As the Reaper does move out. Reaper is being active. And we'll see if he can get into the main. For now, checks the natural. Does poke in. Queen will zone, does get one Zergling, and Clem is going to be forced out. So far, Solo's holding. Solo just now going for his gas. Again, a much later gas geyser here for Solar. Reaper is deflected. Once again by the Queen. I'm getting deja vu. Third CC's on the way. And are we going 3CC 2-on-1 again? Uh-oh. Okay, 3CC 1-1-1. Going for the proxy starport. Okay. Let him cook, Pappy. Let him cook. Are we going for a Hellion? No shot we're going for a Hellion drop, right? I would imagine maybe proxy Liberator. So we have Hellion harass in towards the natural and third, and then Liberator into the main. I would imagine. Question mark? It's either going to be Liberator or Medevac. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. Yep, there we go. Drop play. So going for the Hellion drop. This is a rare sight in this matchup, and it's very risky as well. Very risky. But so far unscattered, the Overlord barely not within range. Barely not within vision. Clem does boost in. Does boost into the main. So far, Solo's in position. The Queens do rotate. And so far, this is not paying off. Up. Drones are lining up. Drones are lining up for a moment. Gets one drone so far. Gets one, gets two. doesn't get much more than that. Not yet. Getting a third drone medevac does go down, and Solar holds. Solar, he's holding, he's defending. Getting up to 4 drones. And with that, this was not really worth it. 4 drone kills is okay, but it did cost Clem a medevac. On top of that, the StarCraft has to float all the way back home. So no production, no extra medevacs. And this was a shaky build. At least it does keep the Hellions alive. At the same time, Solar counterattacking. Back at him, what is it to defend? Back at him, 3 Marines. 3 Marines! 3 Marines to defend. Lings, they move in. Thankfully, Marines, they do get behind the mineral line. Nice positioning. Very nice. The SCV drilling as well. Cleans up all the Zerglings, and Clem holds. A clean defense here from Clem. Shuts down the Zerglings. Reaper does threaten to dive. So far, Soul is keeping up. So far, we do see Soul is keeping up. Behind this is going into 1-1 upgrades. Bailing speed is not yet begun. Oh, late bailing speed. Bailing speed just has starting. That is a concern. Clem is pushing in. And it's going to be purely Ling Queen here to defend. It's going to be a tough hold here for Solar. It's going to be a tough hold. Lings, they threaten us around. And nice auto stepping there by Clem. Auto steps back. Avoids the surround. And Solar, he is vulnerable right now. So far, though, he's surviving. He's holding. So far, so good. Clem still rallying across the map. Now moving in with the tank. Bailing speed, it's getting there. He's almost done. He's a little bit more time. Clem is pushing through. Ling Bane coming in for the surround. Oh, and Clem does pick up in time. Does pull away. Barely gets back. Barely pulls away from the queens. And Solar holds. Solar, he's holding on behind this. Gets the 5th base up and running. Does save his 4th. Oh. Black West does avoid the Banelings. But Solar, he holds, he defends, and from here, rushing into the hive and should be rushing in towards Ultras. This time I mean Ultras when I say it. I don't mean Lurkers. We'll see if we can get there, because Clem is not stopping. Ooh, he's not stopping, he's not slowing down. As he moves out, have a Ling run by. Clem, he reacts in time. Does react. Steaming on forward. With that, he shuts down the expansion. Oof. Brutal pickup. Finally gets the base. Soul is bleeding out quite a bit. We'll lose his 4th. From here, Clem just has to rotate. Just rotate over. Deny the 4th base once again. That is Clem's win condition. Just make sure there's no expansion. Behind this, he's A-Raxing once again, by the way. It's so yeah, same build 2 games in a row. Just going for the A-Rax. This is designed to punish greed. And Solar, he was greedy. Not wrong. Yeah, Solar just had to fix it. Ling Bane coming in with the surround. Yeah, nice setup to collapse on the tanks. Tanks start going down. Let me kites well. Kites back, but he'll lose every single tank. And without these tanks, he has no backbone to the army. He cannot push onto creep. Solar's holding. Solar, he's holding on. It's a lot of Marine, but it's purely Marine. Remember, there's no Marauders, there's no other like finesse of the army, just pure Marine tank. And the 2 Hellbats. Solar just has to survive. Just survive. Oh. Easier said than done. There's that Ultra Cavern. Needs a little bit more time. A little bit more time for the Ultras. He's almost there. Lings Day once again coming for a surround. Catching out reinforcements. Trying to get on top of the tank. It's a nice kiting. Better kiting here from Clem. Much better. Yeah, the tank is in a brutal position, by the way. It does not get surrounded. Oh, God. Yeah, that tank getting so much value. Finally, it goes down. Clemmy gets into the mineral line. Liberation has arrived. Ooh, and Clemmy may have just done. Oh, my God. Catching it. What was that? 10 Banelings. Does catch the Banelings. Oh. Is forced back. But Clemmy's not stopping. Yeah, he's not stopping. He's done enough. He killed the 4th base earlier. Now pushing in towards that northern expansion. Denies the Banelings. And Solar, he cannot keep up. Not like this. Ultras are on the way, but it feels like it's too late at this point. Here come the Ultras. The 2-2 Ultras. Oh, God. The 2-2 Ultras, they just melt against the Marines. They melt against the Viper as well. I guess Sully barely just didn't get there. Kindness plating was just too late. GG gets pulled, and Clem will take a 2-1 lead in the series. GG. And again, this is what we were missing in game 1. Just 8 racks, pappy. 8 racks in game 2, 8 racks here in game 3, and so far Solar has been called out. Now, again, to be fair, Solar he has been quite greedy in both games. He was trying to cut corners, he was trying to rush into said ultras. Unfortunately, he was not able to quite get any counter damage done. Solar he was trying to go for the Ling run bys, but this time Clem he was on point. He pulled away, barely lost any SCVs across the map. We had some very nice surrounds, so I want to give credit to Solar. The surround where he was able to clean up all 3 tanks was incredible. He was able to clean up the tanks, able to shut down the first push. It was solid, but the follow-up is where he did have a really hard time. He bled out so many Banelings rushing past the army. And GG. Clem does take it. And now Clem is 1 game away from claiming the series. 1 game away. Bane's supposed to counter Marines up the other way around. No, you misunderstand. Marines are meant to counter Banelings, yeah. But again, the win condition there for Solar was to buy time until Ultra Tech, but he just barely didn't get there. Like, sure, he had the Ultras, but they were without Kindness Plating, right? You saw the game ended just before Kindness Plating did finish. Solar needed a little bit more time. And again, he had a really nice surround on the tanks, but the other tank position was brutal. I'm referring to the tank on the high ground, right? The tank on the high ground was just getting so many volleys off. Oh, was brutal. Marines kind of everything you're making of them, I guess. I mean, it's I should also reiterate, one of the reasons why rushing to ultras there is like a win condition for Solar is because of the all-in that he's facing off against. It's purely Marine tank. There are no Marauders, there are no Ghosts. So ultras, if they can get up to Kindness Plating, they can trade very well against that kind of army. They can mow through those Marines if he can get there, though, right? Like, that's if he can get those upgrades. Like Solar, he was so close. He was so close. Here we go. We're getting into Tokamak. One of the larger maps in the map pool. And we'll see how our players do adjust. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the French Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid, leading the series 2-1. And 1 game away from claiming the series, it is Clem. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player. The red Zerg representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. Clearly, Light has Ultra on the brain. Ah, and for good reason. We did see them. But here we go, we're loading into Tokamak. Now, we're expecting Clem to do the same thing. We're expecting another A ranks out of Clem. From the side of Solar, we'll see how he does open up. We have seen a bit of diversity out of Solar. We've seen him try to rush into Ultras like the last game. We've seen him try to rush into Lurkers like the game before that. We have yet to see much Roach-based play out of Solar this series, though, which is surprising to me. 15-15. 15-15 out of Solar. Once again is opening up Gasless. So greedy start here out of our Red Zerg player. We'll be delaying his Gasless for quite some time. And once again the question becomes, will Clem spot this? Will he punish this? Also, as a reminder, last game Clem, he opened up Proxy Starport. Like, what was happening? He opened up Proxy Starport into Hellion Drop. It was crazy. Also, my apologies. I assumed we were going to be delaying the gas a little bit longer, but no, the gas is being taken. Okay. Gas is being taken. So we can get link speed at a reasonable time. It's still going to be later than usual, but is not gasless. Not gasless. As from here, the Reaper does move out. So far, just stays with the army. The Queen does pop in time and will deflect. Clem is searching for the third. He will find it. Third base is spotted. Behind this, going for a third CC. Is being economic. Again, it's just focusing on his economy. Meanwhile, Solar does pull out of gas, so link speed is on the way, pulls out of gas. He's not rushing into any early lair or early Bailey nest, any early tech. Meanwhile, Clem once again does not go 3CC 2-on-1. He's going for the starport. Not proxied this time, true. Not proxied. And we spoke about Roaches earlier, how we have yet to see Solar play Roach this entire series until now. Roach 1 behind the main base, so we're rushing into Roaches. So far, it is going to be hidden tech, does pull back into gas, and is taking a second gas geyser as well. Oh boy. Now, if you recall, we saw something similar between Solar and Beyond, where Solar did go for a Ling Ravager all-in. We'll see how hard he commits to this. As Solar drones up to 36 for the time being. And we're waiting to see if Solar drones up any further. For now, 0 drones at the third. No drones whatsoever. Roaches are amassing. Ooh, he's not playing Banshee. Yeah, Clem is not opening up Banshee. He's going to be opening up Liberator instead. So this is going to be a tougher hold for Clem. And we're going all in. Yeah, no drones. No drones. It's going to be a Ling at Roach all in. I say Ling Roach. I'm pretty sure we can soon morph in some Ravagers alongside this. But is committed nonetheless. And he does see the Roaches. Yeah, big scout here.
Paused.
Hopefully everything's okay. So, hopefully everything's okay here as Clem, I mean, he just has some hotkey issues earlier. Okay. It looks like there's some latency issues here. Oh. So we'll wait until it does clear up. But again, when it comes to our setup, when it comes to how we're going to approach this, because there's no Banshee play, it is, oh god, I see. As it looks like one of our observers is lagging out. Feels palmy, man. But when it comes to our defensive setup here, again, going into Liberator first instead of going into Banshee play is going to be a hard way to defend against this. Not impossible, but it is going to be difficult. as players are trying to set up. Looks like Clem is trying to set up his VPN. Also doesn't help that we're losing another. There we go. One of the casts is lagging out. Okay, we're good. Oh. BM pause? Not at all. Not at all. I would not assume any kind of BM from anyone at this level will play. But yes, one of the casters was lagging out, so they were removed. And now we're stepping in.
Game resumed.
Beautiful. We are stepping in, and here we go. Here comes the all-in. The all-in is coming. Clem has to get the hell out of here. Does pull away. Get the lings, the roaches. Remember, no drones, no saturation. Behind this, no banshees to defend either. We have no bunker on the high ground. Bunker on the low ground. Oh, that's a bold move. Bold move here by Clem. Liberator setting up. Thankfully, there are no Ravagers. Ravagers now morphing in. Never mind. There's two of them behind this. 3 in total. That Liberator is buying time. Does reposition. Trying to set up. Boys are being pulled. And can Clem pull this off? I don't think he can. Not on the low ground. He's going to lose so many SCVs. Liberator does siege. Here come the Biles. Biles, they somewhat connect, but never mind. That Liberator just popping up. That's still going to be 23 SCVs. So 23 SCVs is going to be going down. The tank does hold the ramp. But Clem's economy is crippled. And from here, Solar, he still is not droning. Still not droning up. Massing up more Zerglings. Massing up more Lings. Still rallying across. Commits up the ramp. Biles, they will not connect. But Lings, they're flooding in. Yeah, and GG gets called. Solar, he will break on through. Solar, he will force the ace match. GG. We are going to game 5. Again, unfortunately, Clem, he just did not have, when it came to his builds, he did not really have the setup there to defend against an all-in. He did decide to go into a Liberator, not into Banshee play, otherwise it would have just been free damage the entire time on the Roach Ravager. It was also a late scout and a late realization. Trying to defend the low ground is just so difficult here against that kind of all-in. As ideally, you want to abandon and evacuate the natural and just defend the main. But last he did try to commit, and with that, GG, he was overwhelmed, he was overrun, and we're going all the way to game number 5. Let's go. Going to game 5. No hero today? No hero. No hero. No max packs either, right? There's no hero, no max packs. We still had Protoss, don't get me wrong. We still had Hearthstone, Mana, Astrea was here, Showtime. Clem as well. Oh, the Protoss. But not hero or max packs. Which did make this a momentous occasion. If you're just tuning in for the first time, then you might not be aware of this, but this is the first time that we have a Zerg player in the finals since October of last year. It's been 8 months. It's been a long time. It's been 8 months since we've had a Zerg player in the finals, so we're here for it. We're happy for it. And we even go all the way to the ace match. Let's go. All the way to the ace match. It's been 8 months of TVPs or PvPs or TVTs. It's been brutal. We're getting into our next game. Oh no. Esther X. So our player's just asking for a moment. Understandable. Ace match. Went the distance. Do you need a moment to breathe? And of course, after the series, we are going to be going over that GSL broadcast is going to be in what, in 9 hours time. 9 hours time. Which means we get to sleep. We get to sleep a little bit. It'll be beautiful. Beautiful. Also, I believe this week we do have the Monday Night Weeklies. True. I know that they're at times a little bit inconsistent, just because of their support. Again, if you want to help support the Monday Night Weeklies, then you can do so. You can do so via Ko-Fi. Okay, we're good. Just make sure we have everyone. God, there's a lot happening in the lobby right now. Basically, we almost started the game with Rex in the player slots instead of instead of Solar, and so you had to restart, remake, rebuild. Give us Rex, pappy. Bring him back. There we go. We're good. But yeah, Monday Night Weeklies this week. Who signed up for that, by the way? If we didn't see Max Pax in today's broadcast, he might be signed up for that instead. Let's have a look. Here do we have Rainer? Yo, back to back. And Matt, yeah, there he is. I was curious. So Max Pax, he did sign up for the Monday Night Weekly. It's possible he slept in. It's very possible. He might have slept in. So if you want some Max action, then he's probably going to be competing in the Monday Night Weekly instead. Otherwise, we're focusing on our finals here. Here we go. We've made it all the way to the ace match, all the way to Game 5. This could go either way. Will we have our first Zerg champion? For those who are unaware, we have never had a Zerg champion in the Monday Night Week. Sorry, in WardiTV Mondays. It hasn't happened. There's never been a Zerg champion before. Does that change here and now? Spawning in the bottom hand corner of torches, we have the blue Terran player. We have the French Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player. We have the red Zerg representing Team Falcons. It is Solar. Again, never in the history of WardiTV Mondays have we had a Zerg champion, but Solar, he's one game away. Can he be the first and only? He's close. He's close, pappy. He's so close. For now, opening up once again, going for a 15-15, going for a hatch pool opener. Delayed gases. We'll see how delayed. As last game, he was able to turn this into a Ling Roach all-in. Gas down the way. This opener is the exact same as last game, so the same opener. And welcome to Torches. Torches is known for aggression and for all-ins. Rush distance by ground is very short on Torches. Rush distance by air as well. So all-in's a favorite here, and we'll see what kind of all-in we plan on going for, if any at all. Let's go. Let's go. So since Pegasaur is no longer Monday, does it mean you'll cover the night weekly? Unfortunately not. Maybe in the future, but as I mentioned, we are going to be casting GSL in 9 hours. So I will have to get some sleep before the GSL cast. Like, even though we're not casting Pegasaur tomorrow, or tomorrow, we still have a cast in that slot anyway. As always, we always cast. Twice a day, every day. Let's go. So we as always still have a cast in that time slot. Meanwhile, fast layer. Let's go. That's a 235-ish layer timing, so very fast layer. Second gas is on the way. Now, this could be a couple different things. This could be 2 Ace Muta. We could take all 4 gases and go into a Spire, but that's a Roach Warren, and I'm leaning more towards Nidus. This could be a Ling Roach Nidus all in instead. Otherwise, we could just go into Roach speed. Minerals are being mined. We are gaining access to that triangular third. Okay, is it the Nidus or is it Roach speed? I feel like it's going to be Nidus, right? We do have the Overlord on the right, Overlord towards the left. Overlords are somewhat in position. Where are we headed? Let's do wait for that layer. The reason why this is so powerful here is because there's no Reaper Cliff into the main. Like, typically we'd have a Reaper Cliff here, but there's no cliff face. You have to go through the natural, and the queens are here to zone. The queens are here to deny the scouts. And there it is, Nidus. Yeah, so Ling, Queen, Roach, Nidus all in from Solar. And Clem sees nothing. He sees nothing. He knows nothing. Ooh, the Hellions, they're going for the dive. They find a way in. Hellions, they dive into the main. Yeah, they see everything. They confirm the Roaches. They confirm the Nidus. It should not have happened. Solar, the door was open. The pants were down. Hero. Oh, no. As that's going to be 2 drone kills on back, and he's getting ready. And all he has to do is deny the Nidus. Deny the Nidus. Bunkers are on the way. Oh, Nidus out of vision. Wow, barely out of vision. Clem. He's waiting for the Nidus. The Marines are here. And he does miss this. He barely does miss it. The Nidus will finish, and this may be it. Queens have arrived. Roaches as well. Boys are being pulled. Bunker does complete. And it's going to be a clutch hold. Going for the Marauder. Marauder does pull back. There are transfuse. Yeah, there's one more transfuse. Does pop up. SCVs are going down. Repairs are being denied. And I think he's done it. Solar, he has done it. He has broken the main base. I say that Cyclone does arrive as well. That bunker has bought a lot of time. But so many SCVs have gone down. So many. He does get the queen. Wow. And he's holding. Clem, he holds. Oh my god. He holds. He saves the bunker. He holds the ground. And with that, Clem, he will be this week's WardiTV Monday champion. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. I was almost certain that that bunker would be broken, but no, the repairs were just too good. Clem, he saved the bunker, he held the main base, and with that, GG. GG, well played. It was all or nothing there for Solar. He was so close. Again, the Nidus got up and running, but I should also give credit to Clem for scouting with the Hellions. It's one of those things where, unfortunately, Solar, if you remember, he didn't even, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't even expand, right? He didn't get a third base. But what did he do? He mined through the gold minerals. He mined through those gold minerals, which meant that there was an opening. There was an opening into the main base. And with that, Clem, he was able to slip by with his Hellions and get into the main. That shouldn't have happened. That should not have happened. If it wasn't for that, there wouldn't have been bunkers to begin with. Remember, those were reactive bunkers after the Hellions got into the main. Now, you could argue that maybe Clem would have scanned. If there was no opening, that maybe he would have gone for a different way, a different variation of scouts. Maybe he would have sacrificed his Reaper to just dive into the main instead. But at least in that kind of game state, the Hellions were the MVPs. They gave Clem the information he needed to get those bunkers up and running. GG. GG, well played. May not have stopped the Nidus, but he held regardless. GG, well played. Congratulations, Clem. He will claim the series. And a shout out to Solar, because even though not a single Zerg player has won a WardiTV Monday, Solar, he made it to the finals. And hey, that's the first time that's happened this year. That's unironically the first time that we've had a Zerg player in the finals in 2025 for the WardiTV Monday. So GG, very well done, very well played, did well for himself here, and hopefully we get to see that again. Hopefully we get to see more Zerg players in the finals in the future. GG. GG, well played. GG, well played. With that, we are going to be wrapping up. We're going to be wrapping up here for the time being. Again, our next broadcast is going to be later on tonight. Let's switch things over and catch up on our broadcast, on our schedule, as you can see it here and now. Again, now if you notice here, our schedule is looking a little bit leaner. I mean, for a couple of reasons. First things first, the RSL. The RSL is this week, and it starts tomorrow afternoon. And we do have permission. We do have permission to co-stream the RSL, the Rival StarCraft League. but I've said this before. I feel a little bit awkward when it comes to co-streaming the RSL. Even though we have permission, like I feel like it's important for everyone to watch the mainstream and support the mainstream and to check out and support Tasteless and Gemini and State and Ziggy and the work that they're putting into the event. So I feel kind of weird when it comes to co-streaming it. So I'm very on the fence. So I don't think we will end up co-streaming. Maybe the playoffs, but at least for the group stage, we will be, I guess, taking that time off. Technically, we could be doing our own casts during that time, but it also, I don't think we should be clashing with RSL. I don't think we should be trying to like go over them. So yeah, so because of that, that's why we do have those afternoons off. For Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, we still have the podcast. The podcast will still go on, of course. We're still going to be covering that. But during this week, we do have the RSL. That's going to be occurring here this week. And again, we're going to try to leave those time slots open so that everyone can tune in and everyone can enjoy. You just want to sleep? Tell us. If I wanted to sleep, then we wouldn't cast as much as we do. Like, Smooch, papi, smooch. Regardless, we do have the GSL. Regardless, the GSL broadcast is going to be in 9 hours time. We're going to be covering Group B of the quarterfinals, and we're also going to be covering the semis and the grand finals on Thursday as well. We have the Picostar Cup on Wednesday, we have the Pongcast on Thursday, Kung Fu Cup, SCL, Sparkling Tuna Cup, and the Brazilian Soccer 2 Circuit. Now, as you can see, the weekend is looking a little bit leaner. That is a little bit... what I'm looking for. Misleading? Yeah, that's a little bit misleading. This weekend, we are going to have some more casts. They're not on the schedule yet, just because the times have not been publicly announced. But this weekend is, you know what it is, the EWC Global Qualifiers. The Global Qualifiers are going to be this weekend. I believe it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 3 days of EWC Qualifiers. But we don't have the start times confirmed. That's the only reason why they're not on the schedule. So we should be having the EWC Qualifiers. It should be there over the weekend. We will be casting. We don't know when. Doesn't matter when. We'll be casting it anyway. But but that's going to be there over the weekend. We're just waiting for the times to be announced, and then we can, you know, confirm it on our schedule and get it going. So that is going to be over the weekend, so bear that in mind. So even though it's not on the schedule, EWC qualifiers are over the weekend. Likewise, we'll have all of our regular tournaments as well. And again, throughout the days of the week, throughout the weekdays, that is going to be the Revival StarCraft League. So do support it, do check it out. Again, they have their own Patreon. I believe they recently announced this morning that the prize pool was doubled for the RSL, as they did just partner, and they just got a new sponsor. They partnered with oh god, what are they called? They partnered with the team that's working on the miniatures game, on the StarCraft 2 miniatures game. They're called Team Archon. No, it's like Archon something. Hold on, I'll look it up. Is it Archon Studios? I think. Let's see. Archon Studios. No. RSL. Yeah, see, I remember. They partnered with Archon Studio. Archon Studio, they are the team, they are the studio that's working on the StarCraft 2 miniatures game, the board game. Is so very hype, and they did just partner, and because that, the prize pool has been doubled. So massive support coming in for the RSL. Really excited to hear. And again, if you're into miniatures, I have heard some good things about the work they've done in the past, so definitely worth looking into. 100%. Archon Studio, yeah. There you go. So with that, we're going to be wrapping up. We're going to be wrapping up here for the time being. Again, we're going to be back in 9 hours time for some more StarCraft. I do look forward to that. Otherwise, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the content, if you want to tune into more of the CranKy Ducklings, you can tune into the socials. You can tune into our YouTube channel, !socials in the chat. You can get a link to our Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, all things CranKy Ducklings. Again, we do upload to YouTube on a daily basis, plenty of content on YouTube. I do apologize for being a little bit low energy. I do apologize just because I'm very sleep deprived. I made the mistake of casting GSL this morning and just just non-stop like scheduling VODs until this cast. Usually I try to have a nap in between. I did not nap today, so I was very out of it, so I do apologize. I think that's also why I just kept saying Ultra instead of Lurker, for example. That's just like my brain on autopilot, so I do apologize. So I was a little bit groggy, a little bit out of it, but it's all good. We should be good tomorrow. We should be good for tomorrow. Should be able to get plenty of sleep, plenty of rest, and yeah, I think that's the one good thing, of course, about the week as well. If we don't co-stream RSL, it means that we get to have some proper sleep this week for the first time in a long time. I get to sleep a full 8 hours. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god, never before seen. It's like a Zerg player winning WardiTV Monday. Never seen before. You're such a pleasant cast to listen to, and you've got a really good understanding of the game as well. Keep on keeping on. Oh, thank you, Kurt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. There's no conclusion to be taken by Zergs not being to the finals. Wardi said multiple times he invites Zergs and they just don't want to participate. Raynor played today. No, Raynor, several, he doesn't play in online tournaments. Raynor, he did participate today, though. He was here. Likewise, so does Rogue, so does Solar. I think the only Zerg player that doesn't play in these are Serral and of course Raynor. They're the only two. But other top Zerg players do compete in these events. It's important to bear that in mind. Important to be aware. They do compete. Clem is always there, Max is always there, Hero is sometimes there. Hero is always there as well. I think Hero might be more active than Clem in these tournaments, but Hero is very active, very active. Hero, Clem, Byan, Solar, Shin, right? I think I forgot to mention Shin, but Shin as well. Do play. Top 2 Zerg players don't play in the Mondays. I think Raynor's top 2. I would say. We need Dark back. True. Need him back. Smurge. But with that, we're going to be wrapping up. We're going to be wrapping up here for the time being. I'm going to be wrapping up, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some GSL action. Raynor very rarely plays, though. It's true. He does rarely play. He hasn't made it to the finals yet. He'll get there, though. He'll get there. But with that, we're going to be seeing you guys next time, again in around 9 hours time. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid, bearing in mind that Monday night weeklies are about to begin. So actually, who's casting that? We might raid whoever's casting the Monday night weeklies. Assuming, I think usually Rotterdam and Zombie Grub, they usually cover that event, but I don't think they're live yet. We'll find someone to raid. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys next time. Until then, ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.